Yes, I'm back at the park. Beautiful park. It's absolutely red hot, hitting about 30 degrees, which is about 90. It will go up to 96. I can't believe how bad weather, the snow and ice that the UK is getting. It'd be no good for me. I'd be slipping and no good at all. Yeah. It's like I say, it's beautiful here, absolutely beautiful. Yeah, beautiful. Yeah, so good, it's nice. Yeah, I had a go at, it's called Decentraland. It's where you can go into the Metaverse and, play games, look around, play poker for credits and ice and turn them into money and stuff like that. You have to have a thing called a wearable where you could buy jacket boots and that. 1 year ago, a level 1 was $5,000. A year later, that same wearable is $170. Imagine paying $5,000 and now it's worth $170 if you're lucky. And of course they go up to level 5 where now it would cost you $500 for a level 5 wearable, so you could go into Decentraland and play cards or games or whatever you want to do. And that would have cost $3,000–4,000 a year ago. So and they were snapped up within seconds a year ago. You don't need a VR set to go into Decentraland. You want a good computer though. You want what I call a home computer. With the tall computer box. And the your TV or a screen. Something powerful like that, or a professional laptop that can take gaming, because you're going to need that. It's yeah, but I think a year ago they thought it would kick off. I believe it's been going for more than a year, but I believe they thought it would kick off more. And I think that the guy who owns what's it called, Facebook, I don't go on Facebook, is it Mark Zuckerberg or whatever he's called, he ploughed billions into the Metaverse, but it's never took off. I have to admit, the VR headset, I got the Pico 4, they're not cheap by any means, but they are good fun. But you can go into places and do things. You can you can watch a movie and you're sort of like in the movie, if you will. And I don't bother with the games because I get fed up with them. And you can also go on like the fairground rides, But I had a heart attack. I had a heart attack 6 years ago, and I can feel, like movement in my chest when I go on them the rides. I can't think what they're called now. Where they go up and down and upside down. Blackpool's got one called the Big One. But yeah, good fun. Yeah, good fun. But expensive. Will it take off? I don't know. They reckon that doctors and surgeons, they're using them and they're getting a 99.9 success rate than they would with actually looking at the person, in the operating theatre. So yeah, it is. Like, all right, I'm what, 67, and I think I'm sort of quite an intelligent person, but you know, when you go to buy one of these wearables to go into Decentraland, you know, to get one, you have to get a thing called a wallet where you use dollars to change into ice, and it gets quite complicated. There's words that they've made up for this Metaverse, Decentraland, that you wouldn't believe, you know, and there's a gas tax for this and a tax for that, and oh my god, you know. And but when I got scammed, and yeah, I got hurt a bit with it, especially now that Bitcoin and Ethereum has gone up, which I lost all that. Yeah, I lost all that. And I have a wearable jacket level 2 that, because of the scam, and I just cannot pull it out, because I had to close that account down. I cannot pull it out of that account, so it's just lying there, you know. And the crazy thing is, people think it's for sale, and they're bidding on it and bidding on it, but it can't be sold, and I can't retrieve it. And oh yeah, I don't know why I bother, but yeah, you know, you just try sort of everything. You know, you can only sit in the sun for so long. You've got, when you come over here and you're retired, and your partner, you know, who goes to work, who wants to go to work, because, you know, all the Thais here, they all still look after the family, you know, which is a great thing, you know. It's yeah, you know, like my family, you know, back home, Cumbria, you know, I miss my grandkids, you know, Lily, David, Liam, Natasha, you know, and little River. You know, I haven't met River yet, but yeah, you know, I used to love taking my Lily to pick her up from school, and then go have something to eat, and then go and take the dogs out. Yeah, both dogs passed away now. We used to take the dogs out, and then we used to play football or badminton. And then I'd take her home till the next Tuesday, and then COVID come and spoilt it all for me. Yeah, but I just didn't want to sit around in England, in the UK. You know, I love my country, you know, I do. You know, I served my country in 1976, and yeah, so, but I just didn't want to, you know, be there, so I just, you know, came here. Met somebody online, and that's the way to do it, you know, if you can trust them, and then come over, you know. It's a great country, as long as you've got money coming in, you know. Don't come over here and think you can work, because you won't, you'll be able to. Yeah, there's a lot of people coming over here and doing YouTube videos. I only do these videos for my grandkids. That's all I do them for. You know, if I'd have really put these out every day and got them out, yeah, I could be earning $1,000 to $3,000 a month plus sponsors. Yeah, it's that simple. It's that easy to do, and people do it. You know, you need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 minutes viewing. You know, it might seem a lot, 4,000 views, but it's minutes, but it's not. You know, you get 1,000 people or a few hundred people watching something for 15 minutes, so times all that, you know, if you allowed a month, 2 months, kept putting them out every day, you would, you'd start earning, you know, and you get commission, you know. A lot of people make millions of dollars a month out of it. People make an average of $3,000 to $5,000 on it. But you know, it's something I don't want to get into, you know. So you know, if I really had to, then I would push it out there, because as you know, I've worked all over Europe, and I've travelled a lot of countries in the world. You know, well, a few countries in the world. Yeah. But yeah, it's good. But it's just beautiful, isn't it beautiful, you know? Hell, when I was in Canada, and you know, 25 to 40 below was nothing. And I used to do a snow clearing contract with a Kubota. It was, you know, the backhoe, the digger. You know, I bought one brand new, and I used to do a 4-month contract, November to March, for $7,000, and go out as many times as you have to. Well, I got it at the wrong time. I can't remember what year it was, and I remember in the December I was out 21 times clearing it. And then I used to rent Kubota out and stuff like that, half the price of what a shop would cost, which was silly of me, but you know, at least me and Kathy, we could go and travel to different places, and the next day we'd pick it up, you know, free delivery and that. It was good. And this February the 12th, it's 10 years since Kathy died. 10 years since Kathy died. And 10 years this March that I've been back from Canada. Yeah, being in Canada for 10 years, it did cost me £100 a month pension that I do lose. But I was glad I was there. I was glad to be with Kathy and that for the 9 years we were together. It was good. Lots of travelling and lots of things we did. Made a business out of eBay with buying and selling and fixing watches. Anyway, I'm coming back to amongst people now, so I will call it a day. Okay, I will see you all again. Goodbye.